Good morning, guys. You know what today is? It's Monday Morning Chats with Sack, and Sack is me. I hope that you guys had a great weekend. I had a phenomenal weekend. It was just so much fun. Just so much fun. I wish I could just go back to the weekend. But I smiled, I laughed, I had great food, I went fishing, and I got a tan. So that's why I'm a little couple shades darker, but I had fun. Today, I want to talk about is it worth the wait? Is it worth it? This message goes to those people that has something on their heart that they really want, and maybe they didn't get it yet. Maybe they're still waiting for it, or maybe they are taking themselves out the race, saying that hey, I'm not going to ever get this. They're telling themselves, hey, they're doubting themselves and saying, hey, I don't deserve this and I tried, but I'm afraid that I'm going to fail or I'm just not good enough. And so today, this message is for those people that want to just throw in the towel because maybe they waited so long and they just never got the thing that they prayed for. Or maybe it's this thing where they feel like the thing that they really, really want, they're taking themselves out the race and saying, "Hey, I don't deserve that. I can't get that. I can't accomplish that." This I want to speak to somebody's heart today and just let them know that hey, it is worth it. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Just imagine that thing that you want, whatever it is. Let's say that you want this career that you always dreamed about, but you're taking yourself out the race saying that hey, I'm not good enough. I'll never be good enough to be maybe a secretary. I'm not good enough to be a doctor. I'm not good enough to be a lawyer. I'm not good enough to be a nurse. I'm going to just take the easy route. Or maybe you're saying that, hey, I'm not good enough to go back to school. I I don't know if I'm even capable of going back to school. It's been 20 years, it's been 15 years, it's been 30 years, and I'm not good enough. So I'm not going to apply for that school. I'm not going to do the application. I'm not going to do any of those things at all. Or maybe it's that job and you're saying, hey, I don't have the qualifications. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to get let down. I know I've been waiting, the opportunity presented itself, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not good enough. And I'm not good enough because I waited so long and God never answered my prayer. And this message is for you guys. Have you ever really wanted something so bad that you were willing to do whatever it takes to get it? But let's say that you thought that, hey, I'm not good enough to get this even if I try. Like you tried so much and you're just saying, hey, I waited and I tried again, but this is just not working for me. I just want to speak to your heart today. I'm here to tell you that it is worth the wait. Whatever that thing that you prayed for and you still didn't get it yet, it is worth the wait. A lot of times people just give up or they just take themselves out the race because they disqualify themselves. Like a lot of times people are afraid of rejection. The whole thought of saying, the whole thought of somebody telling them no, the whole thought of someone saying, hey, not this time. And in their mind, how they process is that I'm not good enough. This is a rejection. Like, don't count yourself out. Don't take yourself out the race. You know, sometimes the things that you want in life, it's not going to be a sprint. It's going to be a marathon. You got to go through hoops and bounds, and you may have to fall a few times, but you're going to eventually get up. So I want to share to you my story, and I want to encourage you that don't give up and stay in the race. And the reason why I bring some of these things up that may be somewhat similar to the things that I talked about in other videos is because I feel like a lot of times people count themselves out. Like I see so many talented people and they just take the short end of the stick because they think they can't handle the thing that they really want. And I'm here to tell you that you can. You know, the things that you really want in life, you can really get it. You can really get the things that you really, really want in life. The reason why people really don't get some of the things they want in life is because they're not patient. Or sometimes the things that you want in life, maybe God is saying that, hey, you're going to get better. You deserve better. And I'm going to make sure you get better because you deserve it. The story that I have that I would like to share is for me, teaching. And let's see, make sure I send this to everybody. Is with teaching. I knew that I somewhat wanted to teach, but I just put it to the back burner. Like, I knew that my overall dream was to be a lawyer. That was when I went to high school, my friends knew. When I went to college, that's what I wanted to do. And I never wanted to go to law school because of the money. Like, the money is going to always come. But I was excited, like, yeah, lawyers make money. I'm going to be lit. I'm going to have so much money. It's going to be great. And then I realized that, I really I like the idea of being a lawyer, but I feel like there's something inside of me that's saying, I want you to do more. God is saying to me, I want you to do more. And when I was in college, I tutored. And I never forget, I tutored math. And I had this study hall one day. And if you went to Bloomsbury University, you know Dr. Wright. He was a program assistant for the Act 101 program, as well as Mr. Whitaker. He was in admissions. And this was study hall one night. And I was a program assistant for the summer program. They both sat in my study hall. And I was tutoring math. And they sat there, mind you, I was very nervous because I'm like, there's faculty in my study hall. I don't know what they think of me, what are their expectations. And I did my teaching my way. How I knew that I can reach the student, like how I can really get to them. And after it was over, they said, excuse me, I was yelling so much throughout the weekend. But anyway, after I was done tutoring, they told me, I know you want to be a lawyer really bad. And I think you'll be a phenomenal lawyer. But I think you'll be even better teacher. Sakina, you have a scholarship here. You should stay here another year. Mind you, this is my senior year. I'm trying to be out. I really don't got time to take another test. Like, I'm trying to be out. I'm applying to schools and everything. And they told me, like, you really need to teach. I'm like, nah. I don't think I should be a teacher. I don't know if I'm, like, really good enough. And at that point, I just counted myself out. I was like, no, I don't think I'm not really good enough to be a teacher. I'm just good at just tutoring. Like, I gave myself the short end of the stick. Like, I'm not good enough to teach, but I can tutor somebody. Moving forward, as I start practicing, man, I love it. I love practicing. I love being an attorney. I love helping people with their problems. And I got to the point where I started doing things where I was teaching people. I started with Tillman Tax Tips 6 years ago. And it was great. And it got to the point where people were like, Sakina, I want more. Can I hire you? Can you help me? And that's how I started forming my businesses. And then it got to the point I'm just like, I'm helping them at the same time I'm educating them. And in my mind, I'm like, Dad, would it be cool if I teach? But I don't have enough experience. Again, I'm doubting myself and I'm telling myself I can't. I'm telling myself I can't do it, and I never tried. I'm like, no, I don't have it. Like, I don't have teaching experience. The only somewhat experience I have is when I was in college when I tutored, but that doesn't somewhat equate to the level of teaching. Let me just wait until I'm like 40 something and I'll apply, and then I could get the job later. But right now, I don't think I'm as qualified. These are the things that I told myself, like, hey, I'm not as qualified right now. Let me just wait, and then I will eventually get back to teaching. Not right now. I'm not capable of doing that. Like, I was telling myself, like, I'm not capable of doing the things that I know that I really want to do, but I have to get this experience. Like, I told myself I had to do all these things before I even decided to teach. And a lot of people don't know this story, but the reason why I was later, moving forward, I kept doing these tax videos. And then in 2017, beginning of 2017, I got a message on Facebook by one of my sorority sisters in the Maryland area. And she said, Sakina, I look at all your tax videos. Now, mind you, my tax videos are on Instagram. I have a public business page, and I also have a public business page for Facebook. But if you are my friend, sometimes I post my tax videos on my personal page and have the video public. Unbeknownst to me, I don't know who actually looks at my videos. Like I really don't know. Sometimes I don't get likes, but I still keep doing it because I want this word to get out. I want to help people. And she reached out to me and said, I look at your videos and I think you'll be a good teacher. And I just thought like, hey, I don't have experience. Like, do you really think I'm capable of teaching students? Moving forward, we talked on the phone. She asked me about my somewhat teaching experience. You know, I told her about my experience in college and in law school, how I tutored. And she said, okay. She said, would you be interested in teaching? I'm like, yeah, I would be very interested in teaching. I said, I don't have teaching experience, but I mean, I had to start somewhere. But yes, I will. And she told me how much the cost would be. And at the community college level, I was getting paid $50 an hour to teach a class once a week for 9 weeks for 7 hours. So the hourly rate is not bad, but I wasn't making as much money, but it was very fulfilling. And so moving forward, I'm thinking like, hey, I'm going to have an interview. I need to see if I'm worthy of this job. And a week later, she said, I need your references. I said, okay. Mind you, I still didn't have the interview yet. I told her that I never taught a class before. I did somewhat teaching when I was in college, but I never taught at like that level where I'm teaching by myself without any supervision. I doubted myself. Like I gave myself the short end of the stick. Like I didn't tell myself, hey, I can do this. And moving forward, after the references, she sent me a contract and said, hey, we would like to hire you as a part-time faculty member. I think you'll be very good at this. I cried and I just realized that, I counted myself out. Like I told myself all the things I can't do because I never tried. Like I never put myself in a race, and if I did, I just easily disqualified myself because I just thought because I didn't have the experience, man, I'm not gonna ever be as good as a teacher compared to other people. Now I got some backlash. There was a professor that was teaching the same class as me for years, and he doubted whether or not I would be a good teacher because I was a lawyer and because I never had experience. And he's like, we're teaching students how to prepare for income tax, the income tax exam, and we're teaching them about taxes. What does she know about that? And she's young. And it somewhat hurt my feelings, but then I had to think about, like, I'm going to always have backlash from people because I'm young and the things I'm trying to do, but that's not going to never stop me. Eventually, I started teaching. And when I got in front of the classroom, I can't even explain how I felt. It was like the best feeling in the world. It was better than arguing a case to help somebody. And I win cases, and I love winning cases. But the fact that I was in front of a classroom, it was by far the best feeling in the world. Moving forward, during my first class, I would hear students whisper and say, she's the best teacher I ever had. And I just thought, like, dang, if I didn't give myself a shot, I would never know my potential. Like, I would never know that. And at the end of the class, at the end of the semester, I gave my students a pizza party. Told them they could order whatever they want. And we sat down. I said, here are the things that you need to do moving forward. I want you guys to pass this exam so you can go out and teach. I gave them my cell phone number. Like, hey, I don't want you to get my business number. Call my cell phone. If you need me, call me. I'm here. And I didn't even know that while I was celebrating them, they decided to celebrate me. They gave me cards. They gave me gift cards to one of my favorite stores, Sephora. They gave me jewelry. They gave me all these gifts to show their appreciation for me. After that class, I cried, and I realized that it was a great feeling. But I cried because I said, what if I didn't believe in myself? Once I got that call to ask if I wanted to teach. And I'm here to tell you that I thought that I wanted to teach. I knew I wanted to teach, but I thought I had to wait till I was 40 or 45 or in my late 50s or when I was close to retirement from practicing law. But I got the opportunity at 30 And so I'm telling you that if there's something that you really want in your life, I don't care what it is, don't take yourself out the race. Don't disqualify yourself. Don't say, "Hey, I'm not good enough now, but I'll eventually be good enough later on." Like, don't ever do that. Like, you have exactly what it takes to get to where you need to be. If you want to be a singer, if you want to be an entertainer, if you want to have your own business, if you want to go back to school, whatever it is, if you've been waiting for so long, please, 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 please don't throw in the towel. You're almost there. You may just need a little push. Just know that it is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't rush to it. Walk to it. You got it. I believe in you. A lot of times we just give up because we just think that we're not good enough. But I'm here to tell you that you are good enough. Like, you can do anything. You can have anything that your heart desire. And I'm telling you from personal experience, like, I knew that I wanted to teach so bad. And there was this burning desire in me. But I counted myself out. I told myself that, hey, I may be good, but I'm not good enough. And when that other professor told me, like, hey, well, he didn't tell me directly, but told someone else, hey, I don't think she'll be as good as a teacher because she's young, she doesn't know much. But can I tell you this? I had students transfer from his class just to sit in my class and say, "You are the best teacher ever." That was the best feeling in the world. I taught for 3 years. This is going into my 4th year of teaching. And I can say that I would never trade it for anything in this world. By far the best thing. I had someone counting me out that did the same thing that I did. But however, that was fuel to say, you know what? If you think I can't do this, I'm going to show you that I could do it 10 times better. But most importantly, I'm going to show you that I could do it better than you. And so there's somebody that you know that you're trying to get to their level and whatever that may be. And they're counting you out. I want you to work hard. I want you to have that fire to say, you know what? You're telling me I can't do it, but I'm going to do it just to show you that I can. And I'm here to tell you that you can. But don't give up on yourself. Don't take the short end of the stick. If you want to be a nurse, don't just settle to be a CNA. Go back to school. Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, you may be broke. But let me tell you that every dream that I have ever chased, I was broke. In times I would cry. But I said, you know what? I know what I really want to do. And I'm not going to ever give up. There were times where I lived in my studio apartment in Baltimore. And I was a grad student. And I was still trying to pass the bar. I would have a meal and I would make it stress for weeks. I had family that lived within 30 minutes from me and they never knew my struggle. But I still kept my head up high and said, you know what, no matter what, I got this. There was a time where I was unemployed, lost my job. I was applying to different law firms and I was qualified. I didn't get the job. And I just kept saying, maybe I don't deserve it. But God saw fit for me to do something else. And during that time when I was unemployed, as much as I wanted to work for a law firm, God was telling me, no, not right now. He put me in a direction where I wasn't a lawyer. I was in a non-attorney position. But that non-attorney position allowed me to still work my law firm. It allowed me to form my law firm, work my law firm, and build my other practice that I had. During that time, even though I thought I wanted to work for another law firm, God said no. And with this government position, He taught me how to deal with difficult people. So while I was doubting myself, God was counting me in and saying, no, you're taking yourself out the race. I'm going to put you back in because I believe in you and I know that you got it. So I'm here to tell you that you got it. Don't give up on yourself. Yeah, things will be hard. I get that. Things will be hard. But you got it and you could do anything that you put your mind to, but don't give up. But is it worth the wait? It is. It is worth the wait. Keep waiting for your moment. It will come. The moment that you give up, in the moment that you decide to do something else because this is easy, I'm telling you that you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. You're going to think about it and say, I wish I did that. Like, as much as I love teaching and I love being a lawyer, the moment I got my LSAT scores back, and they were freaking horrible. I thought no school would ever accept me, and most of them didn't. I get it. But if I gave up, man, I don't know what else I would be. I love being a lawyer. I love teaching. And it's good where if I'm able to teach both things, being a lawyer and teaching law school classes or teaching some type of business classes, those two being married together, it's like the dream come true. But If I gave up after the LSATs, I wouldn't be here in front of you today saying I'm a lawyer. If I gave up after I took the SAT scores, I wouldn't be in front of you today to say that I'm a college graduate. Yeah, I cried at times. People don't like to cry. People don't like hard things, but I like hard things because it allowed me to struggle, but it built my character. It built my confidence. And I'm here to tell you that, hey, I'm here. If I didn't fail the bar 3 times, I wouldn't stand here in front of you today and being vulnerable and say, hey, I failed at things. But that failure, it taught me to never give up. And it taught me that no matter how many times you fall, you can actually get up and you can actually be successful. When clients come to me, they never ask me how many times I failed the bar. They just say, can you help me? I think you are a great attorney. Your failures, the times that you were unsuccessful, it doesn't negate the fact of how amazing you are as a person. Those scars, they tell stories. Man, I got scars everywhere. They tell stories about everything. I got scars where I got my heart broke. I got scars where I loved the wrong person before. But it made me the person that I am today. And I'm grateful for the times I had to really wait for something. Because during the time that I was really waiting for something, instead of throwing in the towel, and as much as I wanted to just throw it away and just say, I'm done. During that time where I was just waiting in that waiting room, waiting for my moment, God was working on me. He was healing me. He was teaching me how to deal with difficult people. He was teaching me how to have character. He was teaching me how to forgive, how to be patient, how to be kind. And I had to really keep learning these things over and over again. Because forgiveness is a big thing. I could forgive you for taking my chocolate chip cookies, like the homemade chocolate chips. I could forgive you, but it may be a little hard for me to forgive someone if they did something malicious to me. Those are 2 different things. It's still forgiveness, but it's 2 different things. And God was working on me during the time that I was patient. When I was patient, I was in this waiting room. He taught me these things. Like, hey, you don't gotta clap back all the time. You don't have to keep it real with people, even though you want to. Yeah, me and God have real deep, real conversations. Like, yes, again, I know you from Philly and I know what you can do, but I wanna work with the inside in you. So during this time, during the waiting room, when I was waiting on anything that I asked God for, He was working on me on the inside. And these were conversations that I had with God on a daily basis. Like, God, this is how I'm wrestling with my old self and the person that you want me to be. But I was going through these things in a waiting time, when I was waiting on my moment. And when I got my moment, it was by far the best thing ever. All you need is to believe in yourself, and all you need is one person to believe in you. And once you have that, you got it. But don't count yourself out. Don't take yourself out the race. You have everything that you need right now that's in front of you. I'm proud of you. I'm here to tell you that you're going to do amazing things. Be confident in your work product. Be confident in who you are. Please don't throw in the towel. Maybe you're waiting for this moment. It's been 15 years. Keep waiting, but keep working at it. Keep working on being the best version of you. We need you in this world. I need you. You may be the future doctor, future lawyer, future entertainer. Lord knows I like entertainment. Future singer, we need some better singers because some of the singers out here today are garbage. But we need you. We need you. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. It is worth the wait. I hope that you have a great Monday. I hope that you have a fantastic Tuesday. I hope you have a phenomenal Wednesday and Thursday. I hope that is just amazing. Friday, you may be observing the holiday. I hope that you're able to spend time with your loved ones. Overall, I just hope you have a fantastic week, and I hope you never forget your purpose in this life, in this world, and how amazing you are. Never forget that. Take care, guys. And I hope that I was speaking to somebody's heart today. I hope I was able to encourage you to just stay in the race. Don't count yourself out. Take care.